All right, everyone, welcome to Forex Market Mondays. So, in this one, I kind of go over what I'm thinking of the Forex, crypto, and metals market as well. I kind of put that in the same basket and give you a progress on this. So, part of what we do over at StatsEdge Trading, part of what I do over at StatsEdge Trading, is I try to put statistics behind trades that I then want to also apply my own logic and thinking to. I just don't want to blindly follow statistics, and I just don't want to blindly follow charts without having the numbers to back them up. So I try to, you know, run the middle path where I can look at something and say, yes, I have proof that if I trade it like this, I would make money. And then I can utilize that information to apply that to the charts. So again, I'm just not looking for bear flags, bull flags, and support and resistance retests and all that kind of stuff. This is the current working, and I'm tweaking this now, back test that I have on all of these Forex pairs. And what happens is the end of every week, they're going to export a bunch of names, the same thing we do with stocks. For StatsEdge Pro, what I do is I give a whole bunch of names for the stock market that have come out of systems like this, levels to watch, stop losses. We now have a Discord alert bot that will actually alert when these things get hit. As always, I very much, right? Not a signal, just buy it here because the system says so. Take a look at it, see if it's a chart you like, see if it's a story you like, get involved if you end up liking it, but just a great way to generate ideas. Try and do the same in the Forex market. So you can see this equity curve is looking like it should. It's up and to the right, which is, or up and to the right, which is definitely what we want to have happen. And it's looking pretty good. So what I've done on top of just our normal look, we're going to take a look at these individual names that have kind of shown up here as well. So as we go through the general Forex charts, and I talked about this on the weekend wrap-up video with the Dixie, is that, yeah, we're having this pretty strong bounce here in the dollar, but I'm looking to see if this, where and when this kind of peters out. Because we've had this support area bounce off like 5, 6 times, it would shock me if we don't at least try to break below it to suck in some shorts on the dollar. But for now, we're bouncing pretty well. Bitcoin, we'll also talk about Bitcoin here. Again, I still own some from right here that I've been talking about for weeks now, looking very, very strong today. Could be maybe the breakout finally of this cup and handle looking pattern. Don't want to jinx it. Every time I've said that, I've been completely wrong. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot just discretionarily that stood out to me. But thankfully, we can go into some systems, right? So Aussie CAD, this is one that I like to play because these are both petrodollar securities, so it make or currencies, so it makes sense to pair them together, right? Australian and Canadian dollar, they both export oil as one of their resources and one of their ways to make money. So it makes perfect sense that, right, this is something that we watch. So again, based off of this algorithm that again sets out these levels on the weekend, the levels that I'm looking at is kind of 92.20, and then this all-time or this prior high here at 93.8. So the idea is if it pulls back into this zone, I zoom into a shorter term chart and I take a look at it. If it's something that looks like it's going to bounce or hold a level, I know there's a better than 50-50 chance, and that, if I trade it by just buying that level, this would have been my equity curve over the last 4 years. So I can then take a look at it at that level, knowing that those statistics are behind it, and then up there as well. Aussie dollar, if we bounce up to this prior high right here, it's saying, hey, take a look at that for a short. Or if we come down to this prior low right here, maybe take a look at that for a long. Also, the New Zealand dollar, same kind of look. These things are going to be somewhat correlated, right? Australia and New Zealand with a bounce and then a potential drop to this support right here. And then we also have this one, which is a little bit weird on the Swiss franc and the pound. So it's looking to get long if it gets to, or sorry, get short if it gets to this price right here, but then get long if it gets to this price. So that's basically 112 and then 111 on the pound franc. To me, this chart looks bullish, right? It looks like I don't know if I'll take this short trade because this is a nice looking potential bull flag right here. But again, I need to, when these alerts trigger, I need to take a look at them and I need to say, does this make sense with the algorithm that I'm doing? You want a combination of events. Most people put that combination as fundamentals and technicals. They want some sort of fundamental catalyst or a stock they like or some sort of sector that they're into, and then they want some sort of technical on top of that. For me, it's not that. For me, it is looking at the technical side of things, but then combining that with the statistical side of things. So if something hits a level and says, "Hey, there's a good statistical probability that if you buy it here, you'll make money," it's good. But then I want to look at it, make sure it makes sense to my own eyes, then hit the button and let the trade play out. So that's kind of the setup for this week. I'll continue to take you guys on the journey as I build out these Forex algorithms. A lot of work I'm doing on them personally. If they end up being finished, then they'll be rolled into StatsEdge Pro. So make sure you check them in there. And then I'll just talk a little bit more about my discretionary trades on this channel. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.